Welcome back. Right now in South Carolina, about 1,000 people wait for a life-saving organ transplant. Unfortunately, some of those people will die because there are not enough donors. To bring awareness to this issue, this month is National Donate Life Month. Mark Johnson is the Media Relations Coordinator for LifePoint, the designated organ procurement organization in South Carolina, and Mark joins me in the studio with more. Thank you, Mark, for being here today.
Well, thanks for having us.
Okay, what are you guys doing this month to bring awareness to this issue?
We're having several events scattered across the state, one in Charleston on April 14th and another one in Greenville on April 21st. Those are Saturdays. Both events will be at 2 o'clock. The one in Charleston is at Mount Pleasant at the pier at 2 o'clock, and the other one is in Greenville on the 21st at Patewood campus. We're working with the Greenville Hospital System to have an event there. They're both called Linking Hands for Life. And what it is we're getting as many people, supporters of organ and tissue donation, together with transplant recipients and donor families to have a chain of life, the circle of life represented by those in the link.
There's probably thousands of those by now.
Yes, there are across South Carolina. MUSC, the Medical University of South Carolina, is the only transplant center in South Carolina, but many people have received transplants. As I mentioned, right now, 1,000 people are waiting for a transplant here in our state, but that grows to over 113,000 across the country.
And there's a website every 11 minutes. Tell me about that. What's the 11 minutes mean?
Every 11 minutes somebody is added to that transplant waiting list, and that website, or either the Donate Life South Carolina website, takes you to what's called the state registry. And prior to 2008, South Carolina did not have a registry. But after December 23rd of 2008, South Carolina got a registry. And now when you go to the DMV and you check yes to be an organ donor, you're put into a database of people who wish to be organ and tissue donors. And then at the time of death, that database is searched to see if that person is in the registry. That website that we just mentioned, donatelifesc.org or every11minutes.org, takes you to that same database, because a lot of people don't have to go back to the DMV for another 10 years.
Why is this issue so near and dear to your heart?
Several years ago, my best friend died waiting on a transplant. He knew for 10 years that he would eventually need a transplant, but couldn't get on the waiting list until 2 years prior to his death. And that's the story for a lot of people. They know they are going to need a transplant, but they may not be able to get on that waiting list until they really get sick. And sometimes it doesn't work out, that they get sick so fast that they can't get that transplant.
Is it still in place that when you get your driver's license, you can sign up to be an organ donor?
Yes, that is where most people, in fact, 98% of the people do it at the South Carolina DMV. And you get a heart on your driver's license. The heart now has a circle around it. If it has a circle around it, that means you are in the registry.
Okay.
If it doesn't have a circle around it, you went before December 23rd of 2008, so you're not in the registry, but you can be by going to donatelifesc.org and just saying you want to register to be a donor. That's a very secure database. People nowadays are worried about personal security and information being stolen. It's a secure database that is not going to happen with.
So it's important that you have a circle around your heart if you want to donate.
Yes.
Otherwise, you won't be able to.
Well, you possibly can be. Your next of kin makes that decision.
Okay, I see.
That's the beauty of the registry. It takes the decision making off the next of kin. So if I want to be a donor and I sign up in the registry, it makes it first person consent. It gives the consent to me. I make that decision for me. And most donor families say they wish they knew what their loved one had decided. And most do, but a lot have to struggle with, well, maybe I support donation, but who knows what our loved one wanted.
It's a hard thing to think about when you have something like that
Yeah,
going
at
on.
that time, it's time to think about it beforehand, not at that time.
Okay, how many people in the state, or what's the percentage of people that are signed up or in the registry? Do you have any figures on that?
The percentage of people that are signing up right now is roughly 35 to 40% of the people that go through the DMV are signing up. We'd like to get that higher. The national goal is to be at least over 50%. So we're below the national goal right now. So we're hoping more and more people will sign up, and that's why we have events like the Linking Hands for Life in Greenville and Charleston, but also the Awareness Month, Donate Life Month.
All right, well, thank you for the information. We have an important guest coming up, so we'll continue this discussion in a minute. When we come back, we'll hear the personal story of a donor recipient.